Her new favorite hobby was to locate the dreams of some powerful wizard and torture the fuck out of them until they shared some sort of useful magic with her. It was fun, kind of cathartic, and had given her a huge boost to her magical abilities. All that meant that Lily wasn't limited the way most asshole summoners were. She had a powerful ability that let her use the same spell to capture any type of creature, and she could use that spell to summon as many or as few of them as she wanted. The downside to that was that they didn't level up, and if they were killed, that was it. She lost them. However, she could literally have hundreds or even thousands of summons in her arsenal and call all of them at once, unleashing a fucking horde of monsters on some unwitting prey. That was probably why her advanced class had been called Horde Mistress, she supposed. Not that it fucking mattered. All she cared about was that the class gave all of her creatures bonuses based on her charisma stat, which was pretty damn high at 138, and boosted her own spell casting, so long as her spells were supporting or buffing her minions. Of course, she didn't have that many summons right now. She'd blown almost all of them to power her evolution, and that asshole lich Zoridos that had enslaved her didn't let her get any new ones because they might be a threat to him. Since she'd left Antas, she'd managed to grab a dozen or so creatures, but she wasn't anywhere near where she'd been before her transformation. She was hoping to make up for those losses starting right now. With her evolution had come the chance to take an evolved class called Soul Mistress, and she had jumped at that chance. It gave her bonuses to all kinds of summoning shit, which was great, but more importantly, it let her use her spells to capture and bind thinking creatures, like the damn Uruks. Even though the Uruks were stupid as shit, they were still aware, and creatures like that were supposed to be immune to a summoner's spells. They weren't immune to Lily's spells anymore, though, and judging from how the battle was going, it was about time to test her newest abilities. Lily's summons backed away from the battered, almost dead Uruks at her silent mental command. She floated over to them, her pale white skin radiant in the sunlight. She'd learned a spell to protect her undead flesh from the sun almost the first damn thing, of course, and her glossy black hair flowing in an eldritch current. That part of the transformation had pissed her off at first, because she liked being a natural blonde, but her disguise spell still worked, so she could take her old form any time she really wanted. Her black-taloned hands moved dexterously and swiftly through the motions of her capture spell, the arcane syllables spilling effortlessly from her ebony tongue. She had no fucking idea what the words meant. She doubted they meant anything. The damn AIs running the game had probably just made up something that sounded good, but her enhanced memory recalled the phrases in perfect clarity. Ebon cords shot from her fingers, snaking out toward the 20 or so badly wounded Uruks. Each cord sought out a single creature, wrapping around them from their feet to their necks like a constricting snake. The cord then hesitated a moment before plunging into its victim's eye, burying itself in their brain. Lily knew it was doing more than just controlling their mind, though. The binding linked to their very soul, imprisoning it and making it hers to command. The Uruks shuddered as the magic twined throughout them, taking control of every muscle and nerve, sinking into each cell of their bodies until the subject belonged utterly to her. Mind, body, and soul. The Uruk's bleeding stilled as her regenerative aura began to affect them as it did all her summons. She watched for several seconds as wounds closed. New vigor flowed into the monsters, and they were completely healed of their wounds. She grinned evilly. Thanks to her bonuses, these Uruks were probably now the match of a level 9 traveler, and unlike her unintelligent summons, they could level up and get strong.